Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about electric motors subject module 1. Module 1 is DC motors. First we will discuss about module 1 syllabus. So module 1 consisting of following content. So which consisting of classification of DC motors, back EMF, torque equation and significance of back EMF, characteristics of shunt series compound motors, speed control of shunt series and compound motors, applications of applications of DC motors, DC motor starters, 3-point and 4-point starters, and the second part of module 1 is losses and efficiency. Losses in DC motors, power flow diagram, efficiency, condition for maximum efficiency. So this is the syllabus of module 1. First we will discuss about the classification of DC motors. So generally electric motors are classified into 3 types. One is DC motors, AC motors and other types of motors. So coming to the DC motors, again these are classified into different types: shunt motors, separately excited motor and series motor, PMDC motor, permanent magnet DC motor, compound motor. So these are the classification of DC motors. Coming to the AC motors are generally classified into 2 types. One is induction motor, other one is synchronous motors. Coming to the last type, so other motors, these are we can also call special type motors, special purpose motors or special type motors. So stepper motor, brushless motor, hysteresis motor, reluctance motor, universal motor. So these are the broadly classified electric motors. So now in your syllabus, so DC motors classification. So how many types of DC motors we have? So that we will discuss now. So generally DC motors are classified into mainly 2 types. One is separately excited DC motor and self excited DC motor. So the difference between these self excited and separately excited is, in separately excited the field supply is independent, the field supply is separately connected. That's what these type of DC motors are classified into separately excited DC motor. Coming to the second type, self excited DC motor. So self excited DC motor, the field supply is independent, the field supply is dependent of main supply, the field supply is dependent of main supply. In separately excited, the field connection, the field excitation is independent, separately it will be connected. But in self excited DC motor, the field supply is dependent on main supply. So the main supply itself, it is connected to the field. That's what this type of motors are called as a self excited DC motor. Again these self excited DC motors are classified into series wound, the first one series wound, shunt wound and compound wound. Coming to the series wound DC motor, the field winding is connected in series with the armature winding. The type of motors are classified, the type of motors are known as series wound DC motor. So we can see in this diagram, the field supply is the field connection, the field connection, the field winding is connected in series with the armature winding. That's what this type of motors, this type of motor is called series wound DC motor. Coming to the shunt wound DC motor, in the shunt wound DC motor, the field connection, the field winding is connected in parallel to the main supply. That's what this type of motor is called shunt wound DC motor. Again, compound motors are classified into two types. One is long shunt, other one is short shunt. In long shunt, the field winding is connected parallel to the both series field winding and armature winding. The shunt field winding is connected parallel to both armature and series field winding. Then the motor is called long shunt compound DC motor. Coming to the short shunt DC motor, the shunt field winding is connected only parallel to the armature winding. Then the motor is called short shunt DC motor. So here we can conclude that related to compound motor, the compound motor consisting of both shunt field winding and series field winding. Based on the shunt field winding connection, these are classified into long shunt and short shunt. In long shunt DC compound motor, the field winding is connected parallel to the shunt field winding. Shunt field winding is connected both parallel to armature and series field winding. But in short shunt, the shunt field winding is connected only parallel to the armature winding. Then the motor is called short shunt DC compound motor. So we can here clearly we can discuss about self-excited DC motor in further slides. Shunt wound DC motor. So you can observe clearly here. So shunt field winding is connected. This is a shunt field winding is connected parallel to the armature winding, or the shunt field winding connected across the armature winding. Then the motor is called shunt wound DC motor. Right. So in this, the line current IL is equal to ISH plus IA, where ISH is equal to shunt field winding current, IA is equal to armature current. So in this shunt field current, how we can calculate is VE by RSH. So where V is equal to terminal voltage is equal to EB plus IA RA. So these are the important relations for shunt wound DC motor. Next we will move to the another type, series wound DC motor. So in this type of DC motor, the line current is equal to series field current and armature current. Right. So here terminal voltage V is equal to back EMF plus IA RA plus the drop in series field ISC into RSC. So since these are equal, so we can also write terminal voltage EB plus ISC or IA RA plus RSC. So this is a terminal voltage equation, right? So here you can also here IA is equal to V by RA plus RSC. So armature current or line current or series field wound winding current equal to V by RA plus RSC. So this is about series wound DC motor. Coming to the next type, compound wound DC motor. So these are classified into short shunt and long shunt based on the shunt field winding connection with armature and series field winding. So these are generally classified into two types. One is the short shunt and long shunt. So here IA in this short shunt, IA is equal to ISH plus ISC. sorry, IL line current is equal to in this line current is equal to IA plus ISH, right? Then V is equal to EB plus IA RA plus ISC into RSC. Okay, right? So like this we have important relations. Okay, now coming to the long shunt. So in this V is equal to V plus IA RA plus ISC into RSC. Shunt field current for long shunt. Shunt field current for long shunt is V by R SH, right? In this shunt field current is equal to shunt field current ISH is equal to V minus EB minus IARA by RSH. So these are the important relations. So we have to remember. So these relations we will use while we are doing the problems. Okay, and we will move to the next one. So this is about classification of DC motors, back EMF and significance of back EMF. We will discuss in next video. Thank you everyone.